A Universal Interactive Studios production.
Alright, now I actually feel a little bit awkward because I usually never dress like this. I mean, this is a time for myself to just do what I want. Actually, I always like to wear necklaces, but I stopped.
Press stop.
But this is also a part of myself that I like. It's the nature guy. It's the guy that went to Africa and did a lot of crazy shit. Like, was living with pythons. Wow. Well, you could call it this kind of the hero stuff, you know. I shagged women in nature. You know, I did all of this stuff. But what I found was, that's now an interesting one because I don't quite know where the secret passageways are in here. But of course, every level shows you already which crystals you can get there in a much more visual way than Now comes the boom! Chapaya! And what I like that you get these powers here that you can actually use them. You can make use of them. And you could say that I was when you know a little bit about spirituality, then you know why at one point you will be able to see why you did what you did in your life. And you will realize that, you know, what this city where I live really needed was a man. Like a man. Not some kind of idiot that thinks cars are important. Or somebody who just takes a piss on everyone, right? But simply a man. And also my family needed a man. So you don't have to think that, you know, you cannot do shit. Because that's what parents would like you to think, right? That, yeah, you can't do anything, right? It's not... Because I'm the man, right? I actually don't like this. You know, because a man would not use this. At least not man in the sense that men would pride themselves. Whatever. I mean, you know how men are like, how fathers are like. And you get an idea of what they tell you how you should be like. And then you realize, well, you know, I've been taking a lot of teachings from a man that wasn't really free. Simply because of the circumstances of his life, right? From a young age he had to, I mean, right, 20 something. Well, I was, you see, you first have to right, and I just didn't have that. At all. You know, I studied, I did all these things. while my father was working. And I think for a large part of his... Hey, that was interesting. I thought something was weird here. For a large part of his life, he had to sacrifice a lot. While, you know, I was out studying and he thought, you know, he's just having a good time. Which is true, basically. But it's also false. Because I was still studying, right? I was doing something that he did not do. And he was trying to control this. I mean, that's what people who are afraid do, right? They control. Hey, this is not recording. Yes, it is. I was looking at something else. Please, no more. Yes! This is my absolute favorite. I love this one. All of these are the best. This is basically what makes sense. And I actually was in Jordan, and the question is whether being in Jordan or my time in Jordan, and I really would like to go back to that, to be honest, was inspired by me playing Crash Bandicoot. But it already tells you a lot. What kind of things you engage with. I mean, that's just a thing, right? I mean, if you play well, the reward is that you simply keep the masks, and every time you get another one, then of course, first off, you get a reward, if you will. This one's really shit. Yeah, you know what he says? Just leave me be, right? I mean, that's what I like. They're kind of chilled, right? I mean, the scorpion just does its thing. And I've seen scorpions. And I can relate to that. Is Arabian style coffee? You know, I'm not saying it's like totally. You know, I could have done this a bit nicer. But now I did it this way. If you have the double jump, you can actually do this in a much nicer way. Which why it actually does make sense. Yeah, fuck the time trials, man. I mean, the time trials are super shit. But in a way, well, you also feel like you just want to do them. But it's always, that's what I usually don't like. You know, why do they always have to make everything bigger? Why can't they just keep making things good? I mean, they could have made this book into something else. I mean, there's a way to die actually when you go into these nitro crates. So it's not safe that you're just gonna... But of course, it gives you more time to engage with the game. Yep, got that one. Cheers! He really flew, didn't he? Yeah. crazy. You know, I drink a coffee, I don't drink a coffee. It's like the same thing, if you know what I mean. How am I gonna get to that one? Let's see. Just for the fun of it, I know there's a way. I mean, there has to be a way to get to that one. I don't care what you say. So I never wear this hat because I think it's overkill. Or maybe I feel like I'm not old enough. But I think when it's raining, this would actually be nice. Because it would keep... Ah, this is something for later. I also think they placed it like... Why like this again? I mean, you could have put it somewhere where I feel like I've actually got the choice to not touch it. You know, here there are sometimes hidden passageways. And I've actually, when I don't know what to do, I just try everything. And that's basically also what I did now, right? I was just feeling so shit. And that had nothing to do with simply... I know sometimes there's a place where you can actually see something. And I don't think... Like, I think it would have to be here. Somewhere. You know, I have no problem to play this one again. These dinosaur levels? Like, why? Like, this you can actually deal with. Yeah, they turn the metal. Like, you could even think you can jump down here. Just keep going the peaceful path. Cool. But I haven't spotted it yet. But maybe it is still somewhere else. You see, you can also do it like this. Check. Actually interesting, right? I'm getting more lives now. I think I'm saving up. Because maybe I realized that with a double jump you could manage, but not with a normal one. Also this, I mean, it's nice to see how many crates you actually need. You know, that's a real improvement. The time trials, I would say, that's not a real improvement. That's just... You know, they could have just added more levels. But I assume... it also takes a lot of effort to create these levels. Wow, see, now I sacrificed one. Too bad. I'm actually quite sure. Yeah, now how? You see? Sometimes I just make mistakes to show you, right? Aha, the trick is to stand there a little longer. You see it? Yeah, I need another level for this, I realize it now. There are... I've tried getting there like this, but it didn't work. You know, I also... I mean, you just die a couple of times trying this. It's like, damn it, why can't I get to it? But now at least I've got my lives back. The time trial is giving me real trouble, to be honest. I just want the gems, right? I don't want to... Okay, this one. I'm not too... I like these better. I just don't like the Coco character. Can't help it. Just don't like it. And there is... Actually, now I remember. Yeah, you can do a faster start. Yeah, I remember now. The secret passageways are coming back. You're gonna be surprised. Or maybe you know them already because you can just read it up on the internet. It's not a secret anymore. Right, it's like psychedelics can make you high. I mean, that's not a secret anymore. But, you know, you never know where you're gonna land. That's the trouble. There are some really hard ones in these. Right, like you have to know. Plus, in order to get the crystal, you have to win. Otherwise... Oh, shit. They just bump you out of the way. How did they just make that? Now I can be a little bit cocky. Sweet. And you saw who was providing the gas? Was Dr. Geo. And Geo. So you realize how they also criticize in their own way. Right? You get a little bit more cocky. Yes! This is the secret passageway, I think. And maybe it isn't. Yeah, it's nice that they keep these Coco levels to a real minimum. I don't really understand. I mean, they could have done the same thing just with him. Yeah. Things are simply the way they are. I don't want to sing. You get that? I just don't want to sing. Right? If you want me to sing, you have to put a smile on my face. And as long as there's no smile on my face, you know, I'm not gonna sing. I just don't want to sing. And that's a very deep, deep feeling that I have where I say I just don't want to fucking sing. You know, one side, the green wants to stay. Oh no, I thought I saw something else. But I did not, however. I don't remember, there don't seem to be any death traps here. So, I would have preferred... Oh wow, I just imagined something. What? Oh shit. Why did it explode now? I thought I jumped on the one on top of that. Well, I can look at the recording and then I'll know what's going on. Right, I once recorded myself doing breath work and I was doing it on a chair. Whoa, shit! Didn't see that one coming. And I fell down. I actually want to see if I have to do that one again. No, thank God. And I fell flat on my face. Yeah, it's just an extra element of surprise. These ones are really tough. You know, this is like shaming animals, and you get... And you actually get something for that. I mean, just think of it from a child's perspective. You know, you're getting money for shaming animals. It's like reward. If you step. That's pretty cool though. Just don't step into the light. You're gonna get hammered. Hey, that's also interesting. You know, that's something for the ninjas, because they live in the shadows. And that may tell you something about yourself. Uh-huh. Now, what do we have here? Question, can you just answer that? With the light and the shadows or what? Jesus. Fuck. Oh, I need that gem for this. Answer what? I just don't want it. Right, it's like, I don't want to sing if there's nobody to hear it. You know, I'm sick of singing into a microphone. And I know why. Because, you know, I'm singing to somebody, or I'm trying to, that's just not here. And that to me is simply too painful. And that's, you know, that's just my gentle nature, if you want to call it like this. That it's just too painful. You know, if I'm singing to a woman that's here, I'm gonna do it. But fuck it! But she isn't. Yeah, there seem to be reoccurring elements. But I also feel a little bit less annoyed. You see, you need something else. Yeah, I need something else. I don't even know what that means. You know, I'm telling you, I'm really communicating in myself with others. Now I want to see that. Right, now I want to see if she's still running like a maniac. Because if I have to deal with this shit in every level, I'm just gonna do my duty. Yeah. Is there something I can hold? Why does it have to be this way? Is there something activated? They don't look like brother and sister to me though. I think they should get their priorities straight. And that's actually also the weird part. Wow. That, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna get through this alive. And then I'm gonna deal with this shit later. Fuck. What? Shit. This is so much nicer when you don't have to rush it, man. But it just doesn't work. What the heck, people? Just be a little bit gentle. Yeah, I can't help it if other people are in a rush, right? I mean, that's what the message is for me. When this is happening in my life, I see the connection. Oh, God. You know, I really see a connection to my own life. And the connection I see is, I think there's a woman that might be chasing me. Okay, I'm going to get better at this. What the fuck? Alright. You see what I'm dealing with? This woman's on fire. You know, I think people just think they're supposed to be brother and sister. I think they're really lovers saving the world. You know, and that's just what I can say. From how I feel about. Because you don't have wow, such a relationship with your sister. You could never have such a relationship with your sister. And that's just an honest opinion. Because between brothers and sisters, there of course needs to be a certain distance. And if you fail to maintain such a distance, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of shame. A lot of shame. And I'm working with my inner child a lot, and I've worked a lot with my inner child. And I've had experiences, you know, like childhood experiences that just shamed me a little. I cannot take myself serious like this. This shirt is really shit. You know, it's Phil Raven, but it's like, I just bought that because it was on half the price. And I tried being that guy. And now I just buy really cheap. But it's not just about cheap, it's just about, you know, what works for you. And this shirt originally was supposed to cost 100 euros. 100. Oh yeah. 100, isn't that crazy? And I got it on discount for 50 because I thought, oh yeah, you know, in the outdoor sector, you know, that makes sense. Wow! Well, that's... He should have got me. Yeah, that's what you get for using machines, mate. Hey? I should have walked back. Yeah, I cannot play well if... Why am I faster from where it is? Hey, I just have to touch him. Okay, so he's... What that's being saying basically is just in a weak state. He's just in a weak state. Yeah, this way it works. I'm actually not sure how they think. Wow, wow! Right, it just says easy now. You know, I'm too much in a hurry to finish, and that's my problem. You know, why I start projecting a lot of my hate on other people. Because you just get so angry that, you know, you still have to do this shit. And that's why I absolutely understand why you would feel like you're in a prison of some sort. And the prison is also a lot of habits. So at the moment, I think that's the only way. I think I'm cheating the system again. I actually don't remember what the third level, like here. What other skills will you get? Or is he just gonna do the same shit? I mean, that's what all these hero stories are about, right? I mean, you always have these bad guys. You don't have to do that even. Look how I'm talking. Like I'm fast asleep. Oh, now he's double shot. Well, look, I'm already catching up to them. Are you gonna do something else now? No. Actually possible that he will still. But I think once he's in his mode, he's just gonna continue. And I think that's also about myself, right? I mean, whoa! I don't wanna die. That's true. Let's just give him the flash. Oh yeah, superpower, double jump. He's doing it for me. You see, that's nature. Well, what's the point about nature jumping around on itself? Yeah, I'm just ranting. I hate this hat. Maybe there will come a time, and I still assume for the forest it's really nice, but I also don't mind getting my hair wet. I actually enjoy that. Please. Just want to see. That was the red one. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I know what that one does. Who was Bhagwan Das again? Ramdas speaks about him quite a little. And I could actually do some artwork now. And that's also the thing. You know, maybe that's what that is really about, right? It's like people, they're not sure, you know, if they should like me because they're not sure if I'm gonna continue, right? Or maybe I'm just gonna do, you know, what am I gonna focus on? And now they realize, oh shit, he actually does all of this all the time. Yeah, that was at that cost. Aha, here I need a yellow gem. Yep, that just happened. Plus, yeah, I just really want to win at all costs. Like, that for me is no... You don't have to take that thing. But it just makes walking... I think that's why I don't like these levels, because, you know, walking is quite slow. And you get trapped in all of these things that just stand around. Just make sure you can keep that thing. Just look at this fucker. You see, when he throws you off and you just jump back on. Yeah, I just wanted to show you. And that's basically what inspires my art, right? It's, you know, I just wanted to show you it's possible, you know? We don't need AI people. We just have to make art. And AI just does nothing. It's sickening. It actually drains you. You can feel it. Actually, I didn't have to use my double jump yet. I mean, I received a new power, and I don't have to use it for anything. But yeah, you could say, of course, it's only the first level. But they always, often in the... I think in here I have to use it. At about time! You have a larger range, which is nice. Probably. You see? Ching. And now they also show you like how you can do this. How you can do this without dying. Use the power of the dark force. Yeah, now comes the dinosaur. Yeah, I don't think anybody gives a shit if you play this game because what? I mean, you don't actually. It's not like they're still making lots of money with this or something. Oh yeah, now I accidentally double jumped. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's better sometimes. Wow! Yeah, sometimes you need to watch out. If he doesn't... Yeah, it's just a bummer. I don't think I can manage to get 100% if Coco is refusing to slow down. And I don't know if there's a way for me to change that, since this is an emulator game. And, you know, it might be just coding mistake, or maybe that's just the USA version, because people are so in a hurry. I mean, they do produce different games for different countries, right? Oh, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, I'm at the end. That was only 37 minutes. I have the feeling these levels are way shorter. So at the cost of what? Did they introduce all these different things, right? I feel like... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Because here's an alien sign. Yeah, now I've given it away. What's the point of... There you see. But I first want to finish this level, because now I've started. I really want to play Crash Team Racing. But this laptop is too small for that. I need a bigger one. And I thought what I needed to write books was a keyboard. Wow, I still got that. Cheers. Wow, shit. Yeah, I just don't want it. Oh, fuck it. It's so stupid. You can't even die properly. Just don't want it. No, if you can't do it, then I don't want it. See, sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. You know, if you can't do it, I don't want it. It's the truth. But I don't know what it means. You know, I know it's the truth because it struck right home when I said it. But it's also a question, you know, what does it mean? To me specifically, right? Sometimes I say things and there is a deeper meaning for myself. If you can't do it, I don't want it. I'm not sure. There's something in here. It's that purple gem, alright? So there's the possibility that if I get that one here, I can't help it, but the second one is the best. That's just the way it is. The second one is just the best. This one is super boring. I don't know why. It's just really boring. I think it's just boring without my wife. Like life in general. I mean, I wouldn't do any of this stuff if I would be with a woman that would spend time with me, because now is the first time I actually needed a double jump. Well, if you know things get boring, you know what you do, right? You're just gonna have sex. And what could be nicer, but of course, right, at a certain point, fuck. With sex also comes a lot of responsibility, and that's what we often forget. Which is why I'm working hard at the moment, because we both know if we are going to sleep with each other, you know, somebody's gonna get pregnant. I already got pregnant with art, which is the only way, you know, not just art, but just living your life in an artistic way, which is, you know, I'm not gonna just eat shit all the time and fart. You know, I'm gonna take care of that. And so I see myself as an artwork, basically. And I mean that. And that's why when I wear certain things and I have a feeling that's a bit overkill, you know, I'm just gonna take it off again. Because that's not really me, that's just other people. Alright, that's the death thing. You know, that's what I was looking for. Maybe it also just feels boring because I'm so super chill. Which is of course partly what I wanted. Right, instead of going out there and being with others. And that was weird. Yeah, I could do that. You know, I could have invested myself into something like community today, which I do not do now. But I'm just working to have money because... I mean, I also like doing this, don't get me wrong. But if I could choose... Yeah, I don't think I can go back now. Were there actually crates in this one? I know, I already managed to finish this one once, 100%. I'm pretty proud about this, to be honest. Yeah. Now I could go back, you know, we can just repeat. I can just show you how smart I am. How well I see connections. Oh wow. Hey, that, I never had that one. Now little Christopher is back. It's like, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I should have more lives by now. You see if I don't have to... Okay. It makes... I actually always liked this one. You know, it's not like I really, really strongly hate. Yeah, is that super necessary? Look, there's just nothing happened. Shit. Wow! Yeah, you cannot talk. And here you can actually see fuck! Yeah, and that's the nice thing. How's it even possible? You know, this time I remember. Just don't like it. It's just so stupid. I mean, why do you have to add an extra element of stress? It's like, the game is nice by itself. Oh shit. You know, that's what you get to. You're just gonna miss all the crates. You're just gonna rush through it. But he also needs to eat, if you know what I mean. If I just rush through it, I'm gonna miss my chance on getting all the crates right and building something strong. Which is basically what people who take cocaine and stuff, right? They want to feel strong, but they don't want to work for that. Because cocaine gives you this rush. And then you can basically jerk off to yourself. You know, I don't generally, I think, jerk off to myself. Also not really jerking off anymore. Because I managed to transmute the energy and move it up my spine. Which is not the same thing as sex, but less tiring than just simple masturbation, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. And sure. Now I see. I didn't even realize this. Yeah. So it's a bit weird because I cannot see actually where my neighbor, like the person living under me, when I sit here at night and I record something, I'm not quite sure if she's there, you know, underneath me. I don't know where her bedroom is, which is probably good because I'm a sneaky fuck, if you know what I mean. No shaming animals, right? Yeah, I just want to have more lives. That's also why I keep creating, collecting. Maybe I'm also invincible because of the content I created. Because I'm being kept alive. You see, that's what I'm not sure about now. There are crates after these, but I'm just gonna take them anyway, you know, just in case. Now something new is being introduced. To actually get through there. Didn't see that one coming. Okay. He paid for that at least. So that's actually an interesting concept. Shit. They don't pay. Fuck it. You're being stoned. Yeah, always just take these. Just in case you come out at an end. Actually possible that that would have been the end. I don't remember from the first time I played it. Wow. Oh, I kept it. Yeah, I find these monkeys really hard. And certainly, now I get that. Okay. Woo-hoo! You see? Now I'm getting back to the other one. And that's what I meant with... I'm still missing crates. Yeah, I'm really gonna not... Oh. You see? Now the question is... How far do you want to go? Because I still need the crates, if you know what I mean. Because I cannot come back here. Yes, I can. That's pretty shit. Sometimes I wish I would have done things a bit different. But you have to go back one way or the other. And this is the only way, I would say. I don't know what you're talking about. I think I'm just being overly careful now. Yeah, I actually... You gotta be kidding me! What was that? Did he fart? I don't quite get. Whatever people are trying to tell me, whatever messages are, if that exists, I don't really give a shit. But people have talked to me about telepathy before. That's the truth. That's actually interesting. You see what I mean? I mean, I could just jump like this. But what's better? That's a good question. I think it's better the way I've been doing it, which is go back here now. Because now this is all clear, crystal clear. Yeah, Dorohedoro was a great show. Oh, fuck it. And I'm still waiting for season 2. It's a, you know, it's fairly bloody, but just like the characters and the design. I really like the characters and the design. Oh, I forgot about that one. Wow! Yeah. And what I realized also why I'm staying at home is literally because I'm simply trying to be a little bit careful now. Because what I saw was I made a double jump. I literally made it. Because I saw how other people are trying to get into my pants. Right? Well, they were trying to get me to get into their pants because, I mean, what can anybody really do? You know, if a woman wants to have sex with you, then she can only do so much to get you interested in her. And I feel that right, in terms of showing my interest, I've done my job. I certainly done my job. And then you feel like, I think it's time also, you know, for somebody else to show interest. And I'm still not sure about... Yeah? Now your friends are gone, you're not so tough anymore, are you? Yeah. Oh shit. That's actually true because there are spiritual helpers and some people they get spiritual helpers. I mean, you can make wait, who was I saying that to? Haha, interesting. You know, if you come into my presence, because I am quite a lightful being, right? That's what I've already realized. And I've realized that I can take away somebody's strength simply by shining my light on them and getting rid of their demons. And that's really the truth. I mean, as truthful as I can be. You know, now I've got balls. I can literally take away people's demons. And that sounds very, very weird. but I'm only saying this at 1 hour of the recording, so unless you really want to know what I have to say, you know, you won't get to that. Unless you're devoted to some kind of spiritual wisdom. Because this kind of stuff isn't for everyone. And it's been basically, I've buried that kind of stuff in my content. Sometimes I just talk about random shit for half an hour and then suddenly there's like, chaboom, you know, chaboom, you know, chaboom, you can actually do things. And these kinds of powers are only handed to those who are really devoted to the arts. And because other people would just abuse it. And, you know, I know a few things and I make use of them. But I also learned that I can literally take away people's powers that they got through using psychedelics. And I feel like, because I use them in a different way, right? I think, I hope, you know, I use cannabis and these things to heal myself, to get messages, and then try to figure out, you know, what's evil. You know, do I really have friends? Or do they all just want me for something, right? Because I have whatever, right? Whatever material stuff you have, or I don't know what. And that's just the point. You know, if people are greedy, like really greedy, I mean, just keep them away. Because the spirit in itself has nothing to be greedy about. But it's the stuff that you may say is inside of a spirit. I feel really down to earth. This is not my usual self. So I have to get used to that. I don't know if I can stay like this. Maybe all I have to do is just play computer games. But yeah, that's gonna get boring at some point. Especially if these games are so hard to get them to play. So yeah, I need a better computer.